Okay, good morning. My name is Luc from Plastic Odyssey. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so plastic waste is a boring topic or a complex topic, so I promise I will not depress you today, hopefully, with all these sad numbers, but we're going to spend time on solutions, if I can. So yeah, plastic waste is dirty. We know all these pictures, you've seen them. I'm not sure you know how much plastic waste is going into the ocean every minute. It's between 20 to 40 tons a minute. So 40 tons is basically a 737 when it's empty. So at the end of this presentation, it will be about 10 of them going into the ocean. So I'm sure you've seen all these pictures, all this news about the seventh continent, this plastic waste floating. Sorry to disappoint you, but this is fake news. This is the Pacific garbage patch. We can't see it. So where is the plastic gone? This is what we call the plastic mystery. The plastic is there, but it's not visible, it's not floating. A tiny, tiny part is floating. So the previous picture actually was photoshopped. It was a landfill picture attached to basically an ocean background. Only 1% of the plastic waste is floating. This is very important. So clean up the ocean is basically not the solution. So why is the plastic gone? Basically, most of the plastic sinks. So it's in the ocean, on the seabed already. The rest, the floating one, and that's a great transition from the previous presentation, thank you very much, Lake. The one that floats will finally decompose and disintegrate in microparticles. So ocean cleanups, like I said, only 1%. So where should we act? It's pretty obvious, coastal cities. And where? In the global south. This is the most affected areas with plastic waste. And this is what we do. At Plastic Odysseys, we have two missions: clean up the past and build the future. So I'm going to start with clean up the past quickly. And this is our solution: turn this trash into cash in the global south. So you can make fuel from plastic waste, but the most important is to turn this waste from the past into durable products. So turn low-value plastic waste into construction materials. So you can see here paving tiles or paving blocks, roofing tiles. You can do pallets, timbers. We can do pipes. You can even make houses with plastic waste. This is in Bogota, real house. And we are using a ship. This is why you may have seen the ship in the first slide. This is our ambassador going around the world for 3 years, going to the 40 most polluted countries in the world. And we're using this ship to raise awareness, but mainly to train local entrepreneurs in all these countries. We have an onboard lab, recycling lab, where all these entrepreneurs can come, make prototypes, see the materials, the gear that we have designed for them to develop locally and run a business model. So that's how it works, and that's working. So the idea is to have these containerized mini factories or micro factories where the waste is. This is very important. As soon as you start moving the waste from A to B, the business model is dead for recycling. So we have all the machinery. This is designed by Plastic Odyssey, and you can run these mini factories almost everywhere, close to where the waste is generated. So then we offer, we can create jobs locally. We can also offer like a proper supply to the big players from the construction or building sectors. And this is already working. We have a few in West Africa, where the expedition started, like about 2 years ago. And now we are building a network of these mini factories everywhere in the world. Now we're launching in Asia. We have 2 opening this month in the Philippines. We're going to Cambodia. We're going to Vietnam, Thailand, of course, and in Indonesia, the rest of Asia as well. Build the future is very important as well. The waste is there. This is great opportunity for these local entrepreneurs, but we cannot continue to produce so much plastic, so we also insist on reducing. So that's why we have a non-profit arm going to schools, doing a lot of education, raising awareness everywhere. We're pushing all these alternative materials like mycelium or mushroom packaging, these very simple materials that you can use to replace single-use items. It's many, many possibilities. We are even testing solutions on board. So this is a water filter lake, you should know that. And the idea is to test solutions on board, show them, showcase them, and then replicate them everywhere in the world. One last thing I would like to showcase is what we call impossible cleanups. And this one might work. I have no sound. Anyway, I'm going to do the music myself. But what we do is sometimes there is no business model sometimes for plastic pollution. So this is an example, an expedition we've done earlier this year. We went to Henderson Island, middle of the Pacific, the most polluted island in the world. It's uninhabited, but there is a huge biodiversity there. A few years back, an expedition went there to clean up this island. Unfortunately, they were not able to remove the trash. Because of this coral reef, they could not get the trash out of the island. So we went there with an innovative solution, quite funny story actually. We have a motorbike on the ship, and we have done this, DIY system to get the trash out, and we managed to get like about 10 tons of plastic waste from this island. The island was totally clean. Of course, this is a tiny part, but this is great to get, to raise awareness, to get the name out, and also to get like people engaged. And this is also something we're doing. So we have the for-profit arm and the non-profit, and we want to continue with both because we need both to fix this issue. So now it's working again. This is the big chair we have made with the plastic waste found on the island. This is just a symbol that we left on the closest island with people as a signal to explain what is the issue on this type of places. So why are we here today? Actually, you may wonder. We're very ambitious with our business model and the non-profit arm as well, and we are ecosystem builders. So we really want to have the blockchain industry helping us to create this traceability for plastic recycling, which is most of the times broken, and transparency as well. It's very important. We need like proper impact metrics so that corporates can communicate about what they're doing. And of course, plastic credits is a big one as well. Just like carbon credits, companies will have to offset their plastic footprint, and blockchain is a key element in that ecosystem that we want to build. And finally, we can use blockchain for decentralized funding with all our local entrepreneurs. It's going to be thousands of them. So this is one of the areas we are exploring. So we need you guys, we need your support. If you want to reach out, please do. And I'm based in Singapore. I'm nearby, so happy to see you there if you're around. And please vote for us. Thank you.